Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate every single person that comes to my channel. I am thankful for everyone that likes my videos, that comments on them, that shares them. I'm especially thankful for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I'm amazed by the growth I've had and amazed by the number of people that have come to my channel. I'm not a Dallas Cowboys fan. I used to be, but I got so sick and tired of being disappointed by them that I pretty much quit watching them. But something happened yesterday that is worthy of discussion. DaRon Bland is a second-year cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys. And yesterday, he set an NFL record for interceptions returned for touchdowns. Watch.
2nd and 10. There it is! This is history! If Bland can take it the distance, this will be the record! Bland, for the 5th time, has a pick six. It's never happened in the history of the NFL.
And what a call by you. You got me with goosebumps, Nance. That was unbelievable.
Look at him here. Break the record that he shared with 2 others coming into the day.
But look at this. This is the instincts right here. Almost everybody else would be tackled. I mean, that's like a running back or a high-level Christian McCaffrey run after.
Unbelievable. No one in the history of the NFL has ever received or intercepted 5 passes and returned them for touchdowns in one season. And he's not done. It's only the 11th game of the season. There's 5 more games to play. It's amazing. It's astounding to me. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been anyone in the history of the NFL that's been able to play like this. He had 5 interceptions last year, which led the team. This year he has 7, which again leads the team. And he's now broken a long-standing NFL record. Just to give you an idea, Deion Sanders, who's probably the greatest cornerback that ever played the game, although DaRon may be making a bid to surpass him, had 9 interceptions returned for touchdowns in his entire career. DaRon Bland has 5 in 1 year. 5. It's astounding. It's amazing. And look at this guy's biography. He was a 5th-round pick. He played at Fresno State, not even a big school, big-time school. But he's been playing out of his mind. He's the 3rd leading tackler on the team. So he's not just an interception artist. He's a great cornerback. He's playing very well. And he replaced a guy who was an all-pro. He replaced Diggs, who was an all-pro. Think about that. And he's outplaying Diggs. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing to me. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you a breakdown of the film for his all 5, or 4 of his 5 interceptions. The discussion is done by Isaiah Stanback, who was a cornerback for the Super Bowl winning Dallas Cowboys. And he is going to explain to you why Bland has been so successful. Watch this.
Some film room knowledge as the Cowboys prepare to take on the Washington Commanders. 3:25 kickoff at AT&T Stadium. He's Isaiah Stanback, our resident Super Bowl champion. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Isaiah, it would take a lot to bury the lead of what DaRon Bland is doing, and I feel like that's what the nation is doing. The nation is not taking notice of what DaRon Bland has done. 4 pick sixes, 6 interceptions on the year. He has 11 in the first 2 years of his career. It's incredible what he's brought to the table. How has he been getting this done?
DaRon Bland is a complete defensive back. Okay, last year, Jay Lou went out in the slot. What did he do? He stepped in, went ahead and got a mere little 5 interceptions.
Just to lead the team.
Just to lead the team.
Yeah.
This year it comes back. Everybody thought, oh, maybe he just got lucky as a rookie. Nah. Trayvon Diggs goes down. What does he do? All right, coach, whatever you need, I got you. I'll bump out to the outside. Now he has 6 interceptions. 4 of them, as you mentioned, went back for the tutty. This dude is a beast. Let me show you guys why. Let's go to the film real quick. Right off the bat, we're going to the Los Angeles Rams. Everybody wants to know, where is Mr. DaRon Bland? Well, Mr. DaRon Bland is sitting out here, okay? Sitting right here, just chilling, okay? This is a man-to-man coverage. These guys need to know exactly what's going on. Now, right off the bat, Jay Lou is manned up right here. Well, there's some dude by the name of Cooper Kupp, who just happens to be out here in a condensed set. That is responsible for DaRon Bland. So, as things pan out, let's go ahead and snap the ball. Boom, pause it right there. Jay Lou takes his man, okay? This man is trying to rub him, okay? Now he goes outside. DaRon Bland now has to do a great job of seeing where the quarterback is and seeing exactly where Cooper Kupp is trying to go. He has to do a great job of a combo here. So as the play pans out, he has to sort this out. Pause it right there, boom. Now he knows exactly where Cooper Kupp is going. So now his eyes are locked in. He's gonna find his way through all that mess up there, and he's gonna break on the ball. Now, as Cooper Kupp comes out, he's trying to run off of this rub because he knows it's gonna be very difficult for DaRon Bland to be able to come either over the top of this coverage, all right, or he's got to come underneath it and be behind. Okay, DaRon Bland decides to go underneath, right? As you see here, Cooper Kupp goes outside. The ball is thrown right now. Okay, so as the ball comes out, let me get to that real quick. Boom, boom, the ball is coming out. DaRon Bland has his eyes where? He's looking, he's breaking on the ball, but he's looking straight back here at the quarterback. Decides to go ahead and make a move on it, goes underneath, undercuts it, gets the clear interception. Whoopsies. I'll take those. I'm gonna run that thing back one more time. That's one of his pick sixes this year.
So that's man coverage against really a bad throw. I mean, Matthew Stafford made the decision to throw it outside, but it was a bad throw, and DaRon Bland was in the right position to take advantage of the bad throw. What happens whenever you go into zone coverage? Because you've seen it in man, can he also do it in zone?
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go to quarters. Okay, quarters coverage, that works. What we like to call cover 4. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what the responsibilities of the defensive backs are. So in cover 4, you have 3 underneath cover guys. Okay, you have a guy who's in the flat, you have a guy who goes to the middle, and you have a guy who goes to the flat. That is the weak spot of a cover 4 because you have 3 guys trying to span 53.5 yards. It's very difficult. In the secondary, what are the responsibilities? Well, in the secondary, you're asking guys to play quarters. He plays a quarter of the field, he plays a quarter of the field, he plays a quarter, and he plays a quarter, okay? So your safeties are playing a quarter, and your cornerbacks are playing a quarter of the field. This is made to prevent anything from going over the top. So it's a very safe defense in terms of keeping everything in front of you. So now that you guys understand what that is, where's DaRon Bland? Well, DaRon Bland is gonna be up here. Now, on quarters coverage, as a defensive back, as a cornerback, you wanna force everything to the sideline because your help is where? Your help is on the outside, but you also have the help of the sideline as your boundary right there. So you'll see him turn inside and really force everything to the outside. So go ahead and snap the ball. Boom, pause it right there. Okay, you see exactly what DaRon Bland does. He turns his back, all right, turns his back to the inside of the field, and he's trying to force everything that way as that receiver turns and runs his route. Okay, so now let it play through some more. He's sitting. Okay, you guys see him. Now he's just trying to mimic the steps of this receiver. As the receiver starts to do what? Let me go ahead and zoom in on you for one time. If I can get to it, where'd it go here? Boom, 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 perfect, okay? As this receiver goes to break down, go ahead and look at this. 1, 2, 3, look at DaRon Bland. Boom, he puts his foot in the ground, right there, comes out of that thing, and now all of a sudden he knows the receiver is doing what? He's doing a rollaway. The thing about a rollaway is the quarterback has to be Johnny on the spot with the ball. The ball is gonna get thrown from here to here, okay? If this receiver decides to go over and decides to not come downhill, if he decides to go out that way, he's gonna leave a window of opportunity for DaRon Bland. Let's see it play out. You see Jones coming out here. Now he decides to throw the rock. Okay, as soon as he decides to throw the rock, right now, we talked about where the ball needs to be. The ball needs to be right here. Well, this receiver does not run the route the right way. Again, okay, instead of coming downhill, he decides to go uphill. And when he does that, where's DaRon Bland's eyes at? His eyes are looking at this quarterback the entire time. He's seeing him right now throw the ball. So if I can see you throw the ball and I'm in within 1 yard coverage of my receiver, I'm gonna have an opportunity all day long to do what? Give me those like Chris Brown, and I'm running to the end zone right now. That is gonna be his second INT on the year. Pick 6, that is.
Yeah, second pick 6. And with that being said, those are both opportunities for him to read the quarterback, read the throw, make the jump, and get there in time. What about just pure athleticism?
Okay.
Because he's done that as well, where he's had a pick against Carolina, is the one that I'm, of course, referencing. But this wasn't even just watching the quarterback. This is just making a play on the ball.
Okay, so there's going to be some naysayers out there that say, okay, well, he just got lucky. Right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, bad ball. Okay, bad route. Okay.
I don't know if you can get lucky 4 times.
I don't know if you can get lucky 4 times, Cal, but there's those people out there. Okay, so let's address those people right now. Okay, so we're going to address. So not saying that that's you, but it may be. Okay, so right now, let's find DaRon Bland again. One more time. DaRon Bland is where? DaRon Bland is now here. Okay, he's going to be right here on the outside. Okay, and you guys see him. Where's his eyes at? Right off the bat. Right now, his eyes are looking inside. He is looking at this quarterback, trying to see, what are you doing? What is your drop step? Are you taking 3 steps? Are you taking 5 steps? Let me get a good idea for what you're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and see it play out. As you see it come out, all right, now they do what? They know they do not want DaRon Bland pressing. So they say, okay, let's go short motion. As soon as they short motion, DaRon Bland has to create space. He has to back up because now they're in a condensed set. And once you're in a condensed set, there's a lot of room where? A lot of room in the middle of this field, and he has to be able to account for that. So now let's look at leverage, right? Where he was he had pressed up. Now he has outside leverage, okay? Meaning that this receiver has this entire space on the inside to run away from DaRon Bland, right? Which means he's going to be behind the ball. So right here off the snap, you see it. You're going to run a nice little regular little play action concept right here, which is a drive concept. Pause it right there. Right now, DaRon Bland is beat off the ball. He is 2 yards away from this receiver. Okay, if this receiver stays down the line, okay, this is how this game is a game of inches. If he stays down this line, it's going to be very difficult for DaRon Bland to go ahead and make a defense on the ball because the ball is going to get placed right here, and he's still going to be behind. Okay, but that's not what happened. Let's go ahead and play out a little bit more. He crosses that line of defender. That's what the quarterback's waiting on. As soon as this receiver crosses this linebacker right here, that is the window. Okay, now he has all this space out here to throw to. Okay, and where's DaRon Bland at? DaRon Bland, again, is 1 yard behind. Okay, the ball is now released. Where do we say that ball needs to be? That ball needs to be out here in front. But let's look at where the receiver's going. Okay, the receiver is going where? The receiver is no longer staying down this line. Now that receiver's starting to do what? He's starting to drift. And as that receiver drifts upfield, there's a little window of opportunity, and DaRon Bland says, well, you can't leave the window open. My name's Debo. I'm going to come in there all day long. I'm going to snatch that thing up. I'm going to do a little tumble, a little tuck and roll, show you I did gymnastics, and now I'm off to the runnings, give you a little whoopsies, and that's going to be what? His third, actually it ends up being his 4th pick 6 on the year. This dude is a beast. There is this much room for error when you're playing against DaRon Bland, much like it was with Trayvon Diggs. Can't wait for that combination to be back. But we have a lot of games left, and this dude is doing nothing but improving week in and week out. No matter if it's man, no matter if it's zone, you better be on your P's and Q's if you're throwing his way.
Of course, this interception ties the...
So the point is, if the receiver makes any kind of an error in his route, Bland's going to take advantage of it. That's how smart he is. Just the slightest bit of error is going to cost you. This is an astounding accomplishment, something that may never be done again in the history of the NFL moving forward. 5 interceptions returned for touchdowns in 11 games, and he's not done. He could have another one. He could have 2 more. He could have 3 more. The guy is incredible. And I think he needs recognition. He needs to be considered for Defensive Player of the Year, maybe even MVP. That's how big a deal this is. As always, I pray that you will be abundant, that you will live a long life, and that you'll be healthy, and that God will keep you safe. I pray He'll do the same for everyone that you love. And I pray that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things through prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, you will let your requests be made known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.